The guy missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Carr to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
There to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man, it's Jeudy, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Play action. It's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Barnett. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The Raiders at 11-2 now, and they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Henderson now on 1st and 10, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. For these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down, back to Henderson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. On play action, now Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And he's got some space here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Barnett. He will push his way down to about the 14. On 2nd down, it's Barnett, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Here's a diving catch right side. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
From the 30 on second down, Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Barnett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
In motion goes the tight end. Snap comes at one, and it's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got his man, it's Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
2nd down and 5. Throwing is Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Touchdown, Broncos. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down now, it's Barnett, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run on 1st down. Barnett, and he'll get this up to about the 40. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, it's Carr. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down to a